So I just pray with all my heart that people who are believing in the September 23rd rapture for Tuesday, it's Sunday right now, don't get disappointed. Well, they're going to be disappointed. There's no way around that. Don't get, do not lose faith. Most likely it's not God giving people dreams and visions of the rapture happening with a date. It's not God. God does not deceive people. Nor would God ever go against his word. And he would be going against his word when he would be telling people the day and the date of the rapture. He doesn't even let his own son, Jesus Christ, know the time of the rapture. So people are being deceived. And again, God doesn't deceive people. So I believe that it's the devil or demons giving people these confirmations and these dreams and visions and stuff about the 23rd, the September 23rd rapture, as a way of deceiving people into believing that it's happening on the 23rd of September, as a way for people to lose faith in God. Because again, God would never do this to anybody. God is not a liar. God is not a deceiver. And we all know that. But the devil is, and demons are. So, with everything I know about the rapture, about God, talking about the rapture in the Bible, with about him not letting people know when it's going to happen, I truly believe that it's not God that people are hearing from when they're getting confirmations from God in their dreams, visions, signs, but are from the devil and demons. That's my personal experience with this. The rapture is not going to happen on the 23rd or 24th. That is my personal experience. If it does, personal opinion, my bad, that if it does, then it wasn't because of anybody's date setting or anything like that. It wasn't because God gave them a confirmation or anything like that, it was because it was just God's destined day that he had planned from eternity past of the rapture actually happening on that specific day. I'm so sick and tired of people setting dates for the rapture. It's never going to stop. People think that they know more than Jesus because they think they can figure out the date of the rapture when even Jesus doesn't even know. Matthew 24 verse 36. Not even the angels or God's own Son, but only the Father knows the day. Again, if God won't even allow his own Son to know the day of the rapture, then why would he tell any human? If God himself doesn't even know the date of the rapture, then how will a lowly human know the date of the rapture? Yes, Jesus is the Son of God, but also God himself. but only God the Father, that part of God, knows the date of the rapture. I feel bad for people who are so excited to leave on Tuesday or Wednesday, They're pained with worldly hurts and sorrow, and depression and everything. And they just want it to all end. They're on the brink and they can't handle it anymore. And they feel like their only escape is the rapture. And that's exactly what the devil wants. People to believe with all their heart that it's really happening on that day. And then for it to not happen at all. It's going to lead the world into so much despair and depression, while because they expected to go and to be free of all their pain and everything like that. And it was just the devil and demons all along, just stirring up more and more sadness and despair for people. When they were just, while those people were expecting to go and having all their pain and everything like that taken away by being with our Lord. But when it doesn't happen on Tuesday or Wednesday, now don't get me wrong, okay? It might actually happen on Tuesday or Wednesday. There's a 1 in a billion or trillion chance of it happening. All right? But I told you, nobody knows the day it will happen. So I'd be lying 100% to you if I told you that I knew it would happen or not on the day people are saying. But I'm not saying, but I do not believe for a second that people are, that it will happen just because people are saying it's going to happen on this date. Satan and his demons are giving confirmations to people, fake dreams and visions to people, that it's happening on this day for people to make a date, and this trend thing to spread as a rapture date, to spread to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people across YouTube. Now everybody's doing it. From one person, now hundreds of people are doing it. That's what my opinion on this whole thing is. I don't believe it's God doing it. Because, again, God is not a liar. He's not a deceiver. He would not deceive anybody. God is not evil. He's holy. Satan and his demons are evil. And they will deceive us. And this is definitely Satan and his demons' style to lie and make people believe with all their heart that the rapture is happening, just so that we would be very disappointed and lose a lot of faith in Jesus and whatnot when it doesn't happen, afterwards. Not me. I know for 100% that it's almost 100% that it's not going to happen. Others are 100% knowing that it's going to happen, and that's very sad and scary and dangerous at the same time. What the devil and his demons are doing is trying to lead people down the brink of suicide. They're trying to make those people have the rapture as their only escape. And without the rapture being their only escape, they'll, so that, yeah. And I pray to God that stuff doesn't happen at all when these people find out that on Thursday we're still going to be here on the 25th. And we're still going to be here on Friday, 2 weeks from now, October. We're still going to be here, most likely. And that the devil lied to us again. Not when I say us, I don't mean me, because I know better than to fall for dates. Because I did one time in 2019. That's when I first heard about the rapture, and I've been a saved Christian since 2014. September 2014, by the way. And I got baptized in September of 2022. September is kind of like a weird biblical date for me. Like, biblical things happen for me on September. I got saved from hell September 2014. Baptized September 2022. But before I close, yes, I do believe that the devil and his demons are behind this. I would definitely recommend you guys telling me to be very careful when I say that, to be very careful with what I'm saying here. I would agree, yes. But what I'm saying is, God would never give us dates of the rapture, because he says clearly in his word, no man knows the day nor hour. He would never go back on his word, and he would never change his mind. God doesn't change his mind, right? He never changes his mind. He's forever. He never changes. He's forever. So, he would never change his mind and say, oh, I'll let them know the date of the rapture. No, he would never do that. He would never let his own son know the date of the rapture until he tells his son to go get his bride, to go get his children, to go rapture his church. So until he does that, then his son will know the date. He says it explicitly, and now people are saying in on YouTube videos and testimonies that they've had confirmations, dreams and visions that God specifically told them in their dreams, visions, and confirmations the date of the rapture. See what I'm saying? That goes against Scripture. God would never do that. So that all three of that right there is a red flag. God would never do that. So if he goes against his own word, it's not God that is giving those things to them, unless if I'm misunderstanding something. But right there, I'm not misunderstanding anything. So it's not God giving those things to people. It's somebody deceiving those people that are portraying themselves, impersonating themselves as God. And it's the devil and his demons who are doing that. I 99.99.99.99.99% guarantee, actually, I 100% guarantee you this. 100% guarantee you this, 100%. Why? Know why? Because God does not go against his own word. God is not a sinner. God would never go against his own word. So I guarantee you 100% that, not that the rapture won't happen on this date, because it might, but that God is not giving people confirmations, dreams, telling people in confirmations, dreams, and visions that the date of the rapture being on the 23rd and the 24th. if it really does end up happening on this day, it's just a coincidence that the devil was saying the date while it happens on the same day that God made it way back from eternity past. God would never tell us the date of the rapture when he says in Matthew 24, verse 36, if not even his own son knows when it is. So why would he tell any human if he, God, doesn't even know when it is? So let that sink in for a second. I just pray that people won't take the cowardly way out when they see that they're still here on Thursday. You know, they're so filled with depression and everything like that. A lot of people are, and they just can't take this world anymore, and they feel like their only escape is the rapture, and their hearts are so put into the rapture ideal that they're leaving on Tuesday and Wednesday, and the devil has put so much lies and everything, and what's the word I'm looking for? Convincement into their hearts and minds that that's all they have to escape the world, and if it doesn't happen, that there's nothing there for them here left on earth, and that the only way to leave is, you know what, I'm not going to say it, but for YouTube stupidity flagship, you know why I'm not going to say it, but it's very sad. I hope to God nobody goes that far, but that's what the devil is doing, I'm pretty sure, with this rapture stuff. He's trying to get as many people to get so depressed and everything like that, to think that the rapture is their only escape, and just for them to see that it's not going to happen, just so he can get as many people to off themselves as possible when they see that it doesn't happen, or to lose as much faith in God as they possibly can. I'm thinking that's what his true goal and motive is behind this rapture deceit thing. Anyways, I hope you guys please pray for these people who are so lost in deceit about this Rapture 23rd thing. It's very sad, and God will prevail, and Satan and his demons will have what's coming to them one day in the lake of fire. So God always wins. Until next time.